So Gaffer, today Harry Pell signed his new contract. You must be really relieved to get that pen on paper.
No, I'm gutted that I've got to work with him for another couple of years. No, I'm very pleased. To be honest with you, there's been interest in him, as there would be, because he had a very good season last year. He's had a decent season this year. He's been ever present, other than the little shenanigans that he goes through when he gets suspended, which he's got to improve on, of course. But he's a committed lad as a footballer, but he's also committed to the club. He's shown great loyalty, as some of them have, and you want to reward as many as you can, if they've shown that loyalty and are still giving you the quality that they're giving. So I think the supporters would be very pleased as well, because he was one of our first signings of the new regime, and everybody seems to have taken to his personality.
When I spoke to him, he said regarding the other rumours and speculation and things, he said it's bound to have a small impact on him, on his performance and things like that. I'm guessing you're glad just to get that all out of the way now, and you can just really concentrate on helping Cheltenham up the table.
Yeah, all players find it very difficult to have to concentrate when they know there's other clubs badgering them, sometimes legally, sometimes illegally, and obviously they've all got representatives that are desperate to move them away, because their own finances and things, and of course there are some out there that are sort of looking after their player, and I'm sure Pelly's one's trying hard for him, but at the end of the day, he's happy here, and when you're happy somewhere and your family's happy, you're playing games, then that all becomes very important. And I think with Pelly, I'm not sure about whether it's the first time in his career, but he needs to settle down. He needed to have a settled head, and his best game will then come out, because, with all due respect to Pelly, he's not going to concentrate on football when he's got something else going on in his head. He's one of those that's not going to be able to split the two, and that's really what's happened over the last few days. And he's pleased to get it done, get it out of his head. He's pushing and pulling. He's got a great supportive family. I know his mum and his granddad watches all his games, and I think they had a influence as well on saying, you stick where you are, son, because you're enjoying yourself, and that's good.
At this level, most contracts are sort of a year, occasionally 18 months, but to sign and to offer a 2.5-year contract shows real commitment from both you and him.
Yeah, I think so. I think to get the club turned around, hopefully it's not going to be 2.5 years, but certainly it gives you the opportunity to bring in stronger players as you go along, and as you become a little bit more successful, then obviously you go to the next level and then the next level, and hopefully we can take some of these boys with us. And it's good for Pelly to know that the manager and the club has got enough faith in him, that we know that he's going to be competitive for the next 2.5 years, whatever division we're in, and hopefully it's the next one up. It's good when players have got that belief as well, that the club is not standing still. Sometimes it looks like that, like with our league position and all that, but he also knows that there's not many better training grounds. There's not many better infrastructures. The club's not going to go bust tomorrow. So it's a nice place to keep improving your football.
Interview I did with him was one of the first serious ones I've ever done with him in a year and a half. I said to him, "You're almost starting to sound like an adult now." Obviously, he's grown on the pitch, but he's also grown massively off it as well.
Yeah, well, he's become a leader, definitely. I think in his younger days, with all his shenanigans, he's the youngster that's trying to take the mickey out of all the older players and older pros. But now he's sort of become a middle-aged pro, if you like. He's he's realising that you do have to concentrate on your football sometimes and still be good personality and the bubbly personality, which he is, he takes defeat bad as well, by the way, so that's not a bad thing, and we can quickly turn him round, so that's a good thing, that he's not down for too long, but it does hurt him, and it's good because if it hurts you, then as a leader, you make sure that other people around you also are putting in the same effort and have got the same ambition as you have yourself.
Do you think you can consider this your 8th signing of January?
I think so, because we could have lost him. There was enough strong interest. To be fair to Pelly, nobody actually ended up coming in with a money firm offer, because I think if they'd have smelt a little bit that he was interested enough, then I think that could have happened. So he's the first one of a few that we're going to start talking to, and as we started with him originally in our first group, and I thought, well, the others all followed suit afterwards, when they knew that we'd start. Downsy, of course, was probably the first one, was it?
Was it? Yeah.
But Downsy and Pelly, and then we can start then bringing everything together.
Obviously, he's missed the last 2 league games through suspension. This Saturday we travel to Crewe. Is there a chance he's going to be back in the squad anyway?
No, he won't play. He's just there to stop him going anywhere else. He'll be in. Of course, when you got somebody like him, of course you're going to put him back in the squad where he can. And I think the other players that are in the squad are happy always when somebody like him is in the squad, because it's a team game, it's not an individual game, and you need those you need the Pelly type players around you.
Brilliant, cheers Gary.
No problem.